We all get into the car. Everyone buckled up back there? Yeah, we are. Alright, then we're off. So are you two excited about going to college?
I am.
Yes, though I admit I'm a little nervous. I've never been away from home like this before.
It's only a few hours drive away. Well, Meredith was often able to visit on holidays when she went to state college.
And I'll be there to help you if you need it.
So I have to ask, are you two dating again, or? No, but we are still good friends. Edward and Akiko have had an on-again, off-again relationship the past couple of years. I can never keep track of their status. So what are both of you planning to study? Accounting for me. I enjoy math and numbers. An interesting choice. Certainly not one I would pick.
I'm going to be focusing on science and biology as a precursor for applying to an optometry school once I finish my undergraduate here.
You want to be an optometrist? That is surprising to me. It's not an obvious career choice.
Yeah, helping people to see better sounds like are both interesting and rewarding.
And safe.
My heart breaks a little on hearing Suri whisper this to herself. I want to ask, but not right now. Then maybe you can help me to not need heavier prescription glasses so frequently.
Don't read so much?
I'll wait until he actually graduates before taking a spice on eye care.
That'll never happen. Yuri is too addicted to reading. Always has been.
You should listen to audiobooks, Yuri. They're so convenient and don't bother your eyes. There is something wrong about not actually reading a book. Really?
Don't get her started, Akiko.
Reading a book is not just about absorbing information off a page.
Too late, she started.
It's the feel of the page, the smell of the paper. It's a complete experience. What about ebooks? Same problem, they're just not the same. It's like watching a movie of a play. You don't like movies either? No, there's nothing wrong with movies. But watching a play performed live is a different experience than one that isn't.
I know what you mean, Yuri. Remember when we saw a live performance of Fiddler on the Roof at the local theater, Akiko? It just felt different than watching a movie.
It didn't to me. And that's fine. If it doesn't matter to you, then it doesn't matter. It's just that for me, different formats can give a slightly different experience for the same content. When it comes to reading, I just happen to prefer physical books. Well, there's one advantage to audiobooks. You can listen to them in the car while driving. That is true. If you want, I can turn on a short one for all of us to listen to. I usually just listen to the radio on long car rides. I press the button to turn the car radio on.
It is right to be aggressive. The conflict in Nussquam is.
I quickly turn it off again. What did you expect to be on all the news stations right now? Idiot! On second thought, that sounds like a good idea, Akiko. Why don't you turn on your audiobook so we can all listen to it? I pointedly avoid looking at Sayori. It helps that I need to pay attention to the road. Sure. She starts messing with her phone for a minute. Everyone okay with Brandon Sanderson?
Of course.
He's one of my favorite authors.
If Yuri likes him, then he must be good.
Okay then, here we go.
And the one you have to watch for is the White Fox. Everybody here has done something now and then that they don't want others to know about.
As the audiobook ends, Akiko puts her phone away.
That was an interesting story.
I've read it before, though I admit listening to it again was a good way to pass the time.
I don't get the why they only use silver to rip out the coasts and not crosses or holy water.
I don't think that would work in this series.
That's part of a series.
Sorta. This particular story is a standalone, but Sanderson has written other books partially related to it.
And some of the metal is extremely important, but religious icons aren't.
You read the Cosmere, Edward?
Some of them, the smaller books at least. Akiko got me started.
I'm guessing you've read all of them, Yuri. I would leak investiture if it was possible to do so on Earth. Akiko obviously understood the joke.
I'm guessing that means you know a lot about the books. Does that mean Edward is right?
Yes, the shades are not actually ghosts or any type of undead creature, as you know them from popular culture.
But the character in the story said they were.
They're an unreliable narrator. They were describing the shades in terms that they understand.
So what are they?
What they think of as ghosts or spirits are actually what's known as a cognitive shadow that is at least partially manifest in the physical realm. They appear similar to people that have died because for some reason on this planet called Threnody, a dying person's cognitive assets can imprint with extra investiture.
Which you're currently leaking.
The exact process or reason for this isn't known. However, it is most likely due to the wounding of ambition, one of the shards of Adonalsium. That also might be what caused the evil in the homeland, or it could be Odium's influence. However, the most likely timeline of when those events happened seemed to overlap with when he was imprisoned on Grace within the Rosharan star system, so I don't personally believe that.
Okay, we get it. You're a nerd.
I'm getting a little off topic here, so as I was saying about the shades, it's not exactly certain why silver affects them, especially since it's an elementically inert metal, but it has nothing to do with its use in popular culture. Actually, there's a very good possibility that if the characters in the story had access to aluminum, that they could use it too. My voice fades away. Although I'm not looking at her, I can feel Sayori's eyes are glazed over. Sorry. I'll just be quiet for now. Hey, you wouldn't just leak investiture, Yuri. I suspect you would have your own perpendicularity wherever you go. I'm really glad Akiko is here right now. I'd feel even more self-conscious than I currently do if no one in the car understood what I was saying.
Even I can't follow what you two are talking about. I have read a lot of the books.
I keep telling you that you should read or listen to the Stormlight Archive.
Are you kidding? The first book alone is over 1,000 pages long.
I have trouble imagining why she or he's complaining about how long it is. Sure, a long book can sometimes be dull and tedious, but when they're good, that just means you have that much more to enjoy before you reach the end. And compared to the entirety of the Cosmere, that one series is relatively short.
Besides, I suspect I can just ask Yuri if I really want to know.
I blush. I feel so awkward right now. I'd hide behind my hair if I wasn't driving and didn't have it in a braid.
Actually, that reminds me of something I wanted to ask you, Yuri. As I remember, you read the Everlast Saga. At least I'm certain it was you that convinced me to try it in high school.
Yes, you even gave me a signed copy of Duskbell, the first book, some time ago because of it. It's still the centerpiece of my entire book collection.
Oh yeah, that's right. I went to the author's house and asked her if she'd sign it for me. Real nice lady. Anyways, I've been watching the series on TV and was wondering when they explained why Barnes was sent to prison and had to escape. Because even though I only read the first book, I do remember that being in there, but the show hasn't even mentioned it once.
I'm not certain when or if they will go over that. In the book that was told to us through flashbacks, he's running from the Inquisitors in the very first chapter. The show is already well past that. But that's one reason I've been disappointed by the televised version of the Everlast Saga. There's so much context missing.
I think that show is great. It's got an interesting story, lots of action, lots of...
Nude women.
Well, yes, but that's not the main reason I watch it.
I agree with Akiko, it's a pretty good show, but you miss so much. Especially all the cultural references from the idioms and metaphors the characters use. For example, in the book the footnotes explain why the term light the lagoon is some of the worst profanity you can say in that world.
I was wondering why they showed so much sex and violence but skimped on the swearing.
All the swears they use in the show are taken from the book. The appendices also explain why Barnes believes he will be safe if he... All of a sudden, I feel the car's engine stop and realize we're just coasting.
Is everything okay?
The car's in trouble. I'm pulling over. I quickly throw on the hazard lights and test the brakes. Good, the brakes seem fine. I carefully pull over to the side of the highway and stop.
I'm guessing we didn't just run out of gas.
No, we still have just under half a tank. I turn the car all the way off and then try starting it again. The engine won't even try to turn over. I pop the hood and we get out to take a look at it.
Do you have any idea what's wrong?
given that there are no visible flames anywhere and I have no clue what the problem could be. No, I don't know anything about cars. Do any of you? My dad taught me how to change the oil and put on a spare tire, but that's it.
That's more than I know.
I suppose we should call for help.
Oh, I don't have roadside assistance and we're 2 hours away from home.
Well, sign up for it with your phone.
I don't own a second car for Jean to drive. Your car's having problems, so Lucas can't get us. Monica's at work. Not to get his name off a car. I guess there's Samari, but she lives even further away.
What about Rico? Doesn't your dad have his own car, Akiko?
He does, though he's been taking Chris to summer school every day and staying there to make sure she actually goes. It's why he couldn't drive me to college, though I'm certain he'd come once we told him what happened. What do we do about my car, then? Do we just leave it here?
Hey, maybe we could call a local tow truck?
Looking around, I seriously doubt we're close to any towns. Still, it's worth trying. Alright, so when we get any kind of signal, why don't you check your phones and see what's nearby? If we can't find anything local, we'll call Rico and see if he can come pick us up. I'll go around to the passenger side door and open it.
What are you doing?
Getting out my paper map. I keep one in the car for emergencies.
Doesn't look like we'll need it. I have a couple of bars and internet access.
That's a relief. I admit I was worried we were in a dead zone. I guess I read too many stories where cell phones don't work for some lame reason in order to increase tension.
So where are we and what can you find nearby?
I hate to say this, but it looks like we're right at the intersection of no and where. The online map shows a gas station about 10 miles ahead, though I doubt they do repairs, much less have a towing service. The closest town likely to have anything useful is another 20 miles past that.
Having just driven it, I know where there is even less in the direction we came. I guess you should call your dad, Akiko, and... Just then I notice another car pulling up behind us. I feel a little nervous. Thoughts of ending up on the news as a missing person report dances through my head. Seeing what appears to be a normal-looking young woman get out of the other car doesn't make me any more comfortable. As a movie I once saw said, serial killers look like everyone else. Fortunately, we are on the side of a fairly busy highway with some traffic going by. If she pulls a gun or knife on us, then hopefully someone will see and call the police.
Are you guys okay? Do you need any help?
Our car broke down and we're not certain what's wrong. Oh, we were just about to call for help. God, don't say that. It's safer if she thinks we've already called for help and have people looking for us.
How about if I take a look?
I briefly glanced at the others, turned back towards her and shrugged my shoulders. Sure. She walks over and takes a look at the engine.
I admit I'm not much of a mechanic, but... Oh, looks like this is hanging loose here.
She reaches into the engine.
The only thing I could reach is, this here.
She does something and I hear a small click.
Try it now.
I go to the driver's side, reach in and turn the key. The engine starts right up.
Whoa, so what was wrong?
I don't know, I just saw a loose cable and plugged it in where I thought it might have fallen out. Looks like I was right.
Wait, that's what she did? I know she said she isn't much of a mechanic, but I'm still a bit in awe. I look at the confusing mess of wires, cables, and hoses going everywhere. I feel like I just watched someone roll a critical success on a spot check in real life.
We don't know how to thank you enough.
Indeed, you have saved our trip.
My pleasure. Hope you get to where you're going safely.
She gets back in her car and drives off. We do the same. We arrive without further incident and get the kids checked in.
Is that everything?
Yeah, all my stuff is in my dorm. Just need to start unpacking it all.
And this bag is all I have left to take it for mine.
Alright, I guess this is it then. Give me a hug, you two.
I stand off to the side so I'm not in the way.
You stay safe, both of you.
I hear what she's really saying. I keep my smile up for her sake.
We'll be fine, Mom. I'll stay in touch.
Yeah, if he doesn't call you enough, then just let me know and I'll kick him in the butt until he does.
Thanks, and you'd better call your parents from time to time as well, Akiko.
I will.
Okay then, bye.
Bye, Mom. Bye, Yuri.
Thanks for driving us. I smile and wave goodbye to them. You're welcome. They leave and go to their dorm buildings. Sayori sighs.
Okay, we should probably get started on our way home. That's a long drive.
Not yet. Let's walk down this jogging trail a bit first. We'll walk until we're out of sight of the dorms. I see a bench and go to sit down on it. Let's talk. Sayori sits down next to me.
What's up? Couldn't we just talk in the car?
Not like this. I put my arm around her. Edward's going to be fine. He's perfectly safe here.
I know that. It's just...
You're worried about James, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard anything from him since he was deployed to Dasquan?
Just a couple emails. They didn't say much.
After that country fell into civil war earlier this year, our government vowed to help and sent in the military.
For some reason, I find it hard to believe that one country would send their military to aid in a civil war of another country.
James's unit shipped out last month. Sarah has, of course, been worried sick. Communication is to be difficult over there, and he probably can't say much either because of security. But just the fact he's able to send the occasional email lets you know he's okay.
I know. Before all this happened, the only thing I knew about this club was that their primary expert was loyal. When I heard that James would be going over there, that stupid fact just kept going through my head. Would we even be fighting the Feyame if it weren't for that?
I don't want to get in a political discussion with her, but I suspect not.
I know he's an adult, but he's still my little boy. All my life I've tried to keep him safe. Now he's in a place where people are actually trying to kill him, and there's nothing I can do about it. I feel so helpless.
I hold her tight. I wish I knew what to say. I could point out that with his training, he's probably in a base keeping the power running, rather than outside where the snipers and bombs are. I'll remind her that if something did happen to him, that she would get some sort of official notification, so no news is good news. And that there's nothing she can do, and so she should try not to worry. Even that she's lucky to have had the past 20 years with him. But none of that is something she wants to hear. I know it would only make her feel worse. In a way, I'm just as helpless as she is. There's nothing I can do myself besides hold her and let her cry on my shoulder.
March, year 33.
Another day off work, another walk home while reading a book. I am surprised to get a call from Lucas. Sayori had the day off today, so Violet was supposed to go straight home after school. Even if that wasn't the case, he usually calls Jane if he is going to be late picking her up. Lucas?
Lucas?
Yeah. Wait. Oh, it's Sayori on Lucas' phone. Wait. What? Wait. What? I'm heavily confused. Did I miss some context? Did I just glaze over it? Sayori had the day off today, so Violet was supposed to go straight home after school. Even if that wasn't the case, he usually calls Jean if he's going to be late picking her up. So was this supposed to be Yuri saying Lucas? Why did Sayori say Lucas?